So they used to have this little website that you could post on, and
Y'all know which website it is.
Hey, listen,
Y'all
don't you
know-
act holier than thou now, people. You know what Ms. Leila is talking about.
If you was a mattress actress,
A woman of the night. What's going on? It's your favorite podcast. Your boys are back at it. Built by the Red Stick.
Lord.
When do we drop?
Every Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Fridays.
That's 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 8 o'clock in California. That is 12 o'clock. 11 o'clock in New York. I just want to see if you knew. I knew.
Jeez Louise. And just like that, give us a moment for our sponsors.
This episode is brought to you by Second Chances Recovery. At Second Chances in Rayville, Louisiana, recovery is built on belief that treating the whole person, not just the addiction, is essential to restoration. Set on a peaceful 10-acre wooded campus, clients are not locked away in wards, but live in fully furnished cabins. They learn everyday skills, develop character, and rebuild relationships. Therapies encompass CBT, DBT, trauma work, spiritual care, and medication-assisted treatment. From the moment they arrive, emphasis is on what they can do, learning, serving, healing, turning recovery into empowerment. Residents are encouraged to step into the community, helping at food banks or participating in cleanup projects, discovering that recovery isn't about what they've lost, but all they are regaining, their purpose, their contribution, and their dignity. Family therapy repair bonds, peer recovery coaches offer hope and mentorship, staff or locals who've lived this journey themselves or truly have a passion for mental health. Insurance is accepted and the ongoing aftercare continues the path forward. It's not just a rehab, it's a refuge for hope, healing, and restoration. If you are interested in going visit Second Chances Recovery or you are struggling, you can call them at 833-780-3088. Again, that number is 833-780-3088. And that address is 161 Como Road, Rayville, Louisiana, 71269. Second Chances Recovery.
And we're back like
Just
we
that.
forgot something.
Just like that.
Just like bam, bam.
I'm talking about
it's
like,
so
quick,
magical.
Quick.
Listen. We need y'all to do something for us.
This is very important.
Very important. Y'all
Super important.
Y'all been doing really good. Y'all been
doing
blowing
great.
the TikTok up. Y'all been blowing the YouTube up.
Yes.
So we need you to go ahead. If you're not already, we need you to subscribe
That's one.
or follow, whatever. Same.
One A.
Same.
One B. That's one B.
We need you to like it.
2.
We need you to share it.
3.
And most importantly,
Come in.
the man is singing it to you. The man is singing it to you.
We need to come in. Yes, Lord.
So do
2 of them.
do that stuff for us.
Yep. And we'll do the stuff that we do for y'all when we do it.
Now listen, we've got another banger in the
I
studio.
don't know if I can hype her up. I heard she
So-
don't need no introduction, bro. I don't know.
Introducing the best hype man in this country, the one, the only, Ronnie LeDuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Lebanesians and Irishmen, we have the pleasure, we have the honor.
Don't butcher the name.
I'm not going to
Don't do
butcher
it.
it. I practice it. I promise you. If you go in the rooms, if you going in the treatment centers, if you going on the streets, if you going in the grocery stores, if you going in the gym, if you going wherever she at, I promise you her name is ringing through the building. We have Miss Leila Koubi in the
Did he get it?
Built by the Red Stick building. Huh? I did my homework.
My God.
Leila Koubi. And welcome.
I would have butchered it. Welcome.
You came highly, highly, highly recommended.
Yeah, we had
So don't disappoint.
we had a friend of yours, a friend turned business partner,
Yes.
who didn't release
Didn't give us the exclusive.
didn't give us the exclusive, so we had to run it back with the business partner. Y'all will know her from the episode
Juvenile
Juvenile
delinquent.
Yes.
Yes, Lord.
And now we have her
Business partner.
business partner.
She also called Janie Hurst baby. That's her baby.
Yes.
Oh, the sweet baby.
That's her baby.
The sweet
Welcome.
baby.
Welcome.
We're glad you came to join us and gave us
Glad
some
to be here.
time.
On such short notice too, man.
Such short
They be
notice.
showing us love.
No.
It's like they drop what they doing when Built by the Red Stick. Call,
They
man.
need
It's
to.
crazy.
They need
it's
to.
crazy.
So, we like to start off for those of people who because we, I don't know if you know this, but we Built by the Red Sticks, Mr. Worldwide.
Got a little motion. Got a
Yeah.
little motion because the Lord did us good.
So there's gonna be people tuning in who don't know you and stuff. Tell the listeners a little bit about you, where you come from.
So my name's Leila. I am originally from New Iberia, but I went
Shout
to
out
high school.
Iberville Parish.
Come on now.
Yes, Lord.
And
I know my geography.
oh my
Chill,
goodness,
bro.
he knows his geography. He can't pronounce everything, but he knows his geography.
That's true. You got
Okay, yeah.
I had to make a call. How you pronounce that name?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
Kalashi. So
Kulachi. It's Kulachi. That's why hey.
I mean, hey, you
I
know,
was close.
You were close. You were close. But originally from New Iberia, we moved to Eunice when I was probably like about 14 years old. So I started high school out there. We moved about 3 days before my freshman year.
Tough
I
times.
lived there till I was almost 30.
Damn.
I made my way out to the Great Red Stick in 2017.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
That was a culture shock.
Was it
Eunice?
recovery based or just you just came out?
Yeah, I definitely came out here to get rebuilt by the Red Stick.
Yes,
Because
Lord.
I love it when they use the name.
yeah, I was a little hot mess express, and you know how it goes. Wherever you're from, you stick around for long enough, you leave, you try to go back and get your shit together. It's not gonna work.
Facts.
So
Hey, I'm an exception. I got sober in my city where I did the most hard at.
yeah,
But it is common that you have to leave.
yeah, like you go in the rooms and
exceptions.
you ask people to raise their hand of how many people who are local. It's y'all are gonna be few.
Yeah.
Yep,
I mean,
exactly.
you. I mean, the old, verbiage, adjective, whatever. I don't know English. They. There's a reason people say change people, places, and things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now that's not the only solution, of
Right.
course.
Oh yeah, of course. not.
Because probably like you, probably like Ronnie. You put me any city if I want it, I'm gonna find it.
That's
Oh yeah,
facts.
I
That's
did the
facts.
whole. I lived in Eunice from 14 to 30, but there
wouldn't
was a
tell
lot of
nobody that.
geographical,
Changes.
excursions
Yeah.
between,
So do you
then
ever
and
go
then.
back and talk to the 30 people that still living in Eunice?
I was there not that long ago. I had a classmate that passed away, but not too much. I mean, it's it is what it is.
Okay.
There's not much out there. I like to stick around like-mindedness. So
Gotcha.
I'm a little over 40.
Oh, I was
know?
hoping you would have said the age. Oh.
Yeah, I'm a little over 40.
Little over 40?
Yeah, I'm 41. Yeah, I'm 41. I got a couple kids. I have a
Shit.
21-year-old and I have an 18-year-old. Super successful kids. Very proud of them. Glad I got it together.
Just two.
Well, I mean,
He's got six.
I have two biological, but quite a few children have
I got you.
Yeah.
resided
So you finna
underneath
have
my
another
roof.
one. I think that was the breaking news.
You
having another-
always trying to add
What is
kids to
happening?
people.
I want people to catch up with me, bro.
He got six. And
Six.
so when people just have two, he wishes pregnancy upon them.
Fertility. I
I mean-
speak fertility in your life right now.
Yeah, I don't believe in witchcraft. Okay.
That's not witchcraft. That's a blessing. Oh, yeah, I heard her call kids evil, all right?
How much time we've got? How much time we got?
8 years.
8 years.
May.
In
Congratulations.
May. Hell yeah.
May what?
May 15th.
Okay. What day? That's a day. Something happens on that day. It's going to come to me. Don't worry
don't
about
know.
it. May 15th. Okay.
So tell us a little bit about kind of, because I'm always intrigued on, the early years, right? Like, what was we won't get to the catalyst that led you to sobriety yet, but what was kind of the upbringing, the finding of substance, kind of like?
Yeah. So I was an only child for I think 8 years.
Okay.
My dad's from Lebanon. He moved here in the 80s because there was, and it's still that way, war in the Middle East.
Right.
He came here on a student visa, and a few months into being into school, he decided that he'd always worked for somebody, and there's no independence in that, so he became a business owner. He was an entrepreneur.
Yep.
And he was in the Lafayette area, and my grandfather is the first graduating class of geophysicists. He was in college. He decided he wanted to graduate early. He had enough credits, and they had this course.
What
and
is
it's
it?
so it's a person who
geosynthesis?
a geophysicist is somebody who maps out where oil is.
So he was the
Wow.
first
Graduating class from UL.
You know what I hear?
Halliburton.
No.
Oh, money.
My guy.
Yo.
Yeah.
My guy.
It's Fugazi. It's not even true, but anyway. So they went out to eat one night. My dad had just opened his restaurant. My grandma told my mom, "Look, you should go over there and get you a
got
little
money.
jobby job."
Yeah.
And she walked through the door with no experience, and he like gave her the head waitress position, and like 6 months married her. So
American Love Story.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
So I guess
Where's your mom from?
My mom is original. My mom's from Louisiana.
Okay.
Yeah. So my dad and mom, they had me when I think my mom was like in her early 20s, and I was the only child for about 8 years. And then when I was 6 years old, like my whole family commuted from Lebanon to here. So my grandmother came, my grandfather came, my two uncles, my uncle's wife, we all lived in the same house.
Pops
So is that
put
like
on.
is that
Pops
like
put
Italian culture?
No, it's Arab, Lebanese
Yeah.
culture,
Okay,
Arab.
okay.
Yeah.
Now I don't know cultures. I know
Yeah.
where it's at.
Yeah.
I just don't know what they speak.
Yeah.
You know how to speak it?
Arabic. No.
It's like,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do it. I don't
It sounds like a lot of hawking and
Yes,
angriness.
yes.
Yeah.
My wife know how to speak a little Arabic.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna do it because I don't want them to think I'm making fun of them. But
Yeah. Don't do that. You only get canceled.
yeah, don't want that. Don't
Yeah.
want that.
So the whole family lived together, and my grandmother actually came last. My tata came last. She refused to leave Lebanon while it was like the height of the war because she was a school teacher. And in her mind, if she left, there were kids that wouldn't get their education.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So she taught kindergarten through 6th grade, English, the subject, the language, reading and math. And then in a separate apartment, because it was too dangerous to travel, she taught 6th grade through 12th grade.
Dang.
And when she came, she actually received, from Lebanon, she received what's equivalent to a Nobel Peace Prize for humanitarian services towards
Hell
the country.
yeah.
You should have brought her with you today.
Well, she's not here, unfortunately. She rests in
damn.
peace. Yeah.
You need me to help you take your foot out your mouth?
Hey, look.
It
I'm
happens.
part of the bloodline
It
up here, you know?
Man,
She's over here getting the Nobel Peace Prize for recovery.
yes. Boy, that was so insensitive.
So I say all that to say they had a baby when I was 8. They had a baby when I was 10. The dynamic of the household changed. And within 1 or 2 years, everybody in the family dispersed.
Yeah.
My tata died. My jiddo died. My uncles left.
So what is
And
it?
my jiddo is my grandfather.
Okay,
And tata,
okay.
that's Arabic. And
Okay.
tata is grandmother. And so a few days before my freshman year in high school, we moved to Eunice.
Right.
And I was a little problematic. You know, I had like a mouth on me, and I was the only child for a little while. And for me personally, it was a little off-putting, I guess, for so many years living in a house with like basically every member of your family. To now it's just like you, your mom, your dad, and like you're really small. I mean, I'm a live-in nanny. I'm an aunt, you know?
Yeah.
Not really, but the age gap
Right,
makes
right.
it like that.
'Cause
8
show
years
you was
older
I was
than
a-
your middle, and what, 9 years older?
10
years
years older than the youngest.
Okay.
Yeah. So I smoking cigarettes, getting punished. And I mean, we hadn't even lived there a week, and I was already punished for some tomfoolery. So, and I'm new in the city, and I'm new at the school. So for me, I'm social. Like, talk to a rock. Like, it's hard to fathom in my mind you're punished indefinitely. Like, what do you mean? Like, how am I even supposed to make it out here? You know,
Punished?
indefinitely. Like,
I got
not even.
people to talk to, damn it.
So, I guess I was probably about halfway through my freshman year. I had smoked, weed by then and all that, but I was
You
probably
ain't got to censor it.
okay.
She was smoking the devil's lettuce.
yeah,
The devil's lettuce.
them left-handed cigarettes.
Sipping on the devil's juice.
Oh no, not the juice. But I guess like about halfway through my freshman year, I discovered pain meds, and I was part of that culture.
Hell
We
yeah.
doctor shop, go to
Yeah.
Texas. They had some
That was back.
Locals-
That was back in the
Early 2000s.
yeah.
the
Late
80s.
90s. Yes,
Them
indeed. When
80s.
you see the stain on your shirt, you know
Yes,
you're finna
indeed.
party.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
Lord.
Yeah, so I don't know. It started there, recreational party stuff, back when Jiggas was beans.
Yeah.
They cost $25.
Yeah,
Your
well,
eyes got crossed real quick.
Yeah, they was taxing y'all out there in the country.
That's okay. They could have taxed us if they want to. They worked.
Them
It
triple
wasn't
stack
dying.
blue dolphins.
There
you
you
know
go.
what I mean? Yeah.
Mitsubishis.
Naked ladies. You know what I'm talking about? I done had me a time or two.
Now,
Yeah.
now we here at Built by the Red Stick do not encourage drug
all.
use
At all.
or the
No.
glamorization of it.
Or
no, I'm
at
just
all.
playing.
Yeah, so for a while, it was a casual, occasional, manageable thing.
It was partying.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know. And then I mean, by the time I was a junior in high school, I was, meeting my best friend during bathroom breaks. Like, you leave at this time, I'm gonna leave at this time, and snorting cocaine in the bathroom. Like it was
hell
pretty
yeah.
ridiculous. It was pretty
You was
ridiculous.
getting high scores because you was always high.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if that's how that goes.
They said it in How High.
They literally
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
You take the test high, you get high
high
scores.
scores.
Yeah, yeah.
Simple science.
It went though real quick. It wasn't just, it went from I guess pharmaceutical medication whenever you're young, there's not really that much of a fear of it.
Right.
And you would think you would kind of stick to that for a little while, but it went from that to like cocaine real quick.
Yeah,
Like,
mine
real
went
quick.
from alcohol to heroin, like
Yeah, like real quick.
no weed
you
in
know?
between, no nothing. It was just straight.
That was your prototypical. I smoked weed for a little bit.
Yeah.
Then got
On the poor kids. 'Cause he come from money too, so I know y'all can
I do
relate
not
a little
come from
bit.
money.
You was a GOCesian. Come on, man.
don't
My
come
grandpa
from
don't have
money.
nothing to do with me.
I don't come from the money. So as you're transitioning through high school, through these like finding ourselves days, we move, family dynamic changes, we're partying, quick jump, snorting cocaine
Snorting
in the
cocaine in the
bathroom.
Yeah,
bathroom.
yeah.
Hell yeah. And then
So, I mean, it's funny, but it's part of my story. So I was a virgin until I was 18, and
Shout out young virgins.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord.
so I
Air 5.
look, we all
We in there
on that.
together,
I
sister.
think we talked about this.
We have.
so I was definitely one of those girls when I was in high school who was way more interested in what you could do for a good time rather than have a good time.
Yeah.
So I met my kid's dad when I was 17, and he was significantly older than I was. And I waited till it was,
Legal.
to do things.
We had
know,
no charges. Nobody.
Yeah, and
Statute of
I
limitation.
was almost 18. I was almost 18 when I lost my virginity. But I was like the last one out of all of my friends, you
Yeah,
know.
me too, for sure.
So that relationship was a defining moment in a lot of ways, because it wasn't until after I was with him for a little while that I realized exactly who he was. My mom owned a pizza place in the city that we lived in, just a little local pizza parlor. And she had someone that worked for her, and the person that worked for her, she had just like finished helping them like plan this grand wedding and all the things. And then like about a year later, my mom finds out I'm dating this guy, and then she realizes the guy that I'm dating is the man's wedding she had just finished planning with her coworker, her employee. And like I didn't know. And I'm like, what is going on, right?
Plot twist.
Time out.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
Time out.
Yeah.
So we got to clarify that story real quick.
Yeah.
Plot
Just to make sure I hear it
twist.
right.
Yeah.
You're dating guy.
Dating guy.
Mom's planning a wedding
A year before.
a year before.
Mhm.
As she's planning a wedding happens,
Wedding happens
and then she realizes you're dating guy
a year later.
a year later, and then realizes guy was getting married while dating you.
No. So guy got married, guy was separated, but mom realized guy was the same one from the wedding of her employees.
I heard it that way too.
Yeah.
Interesting no
I
more.
thought he had a whole secret life
Yeah,
out
it
here.
was-
Yeah.
Hey, disclaimer. Here at Built by the Red Stick, we do not condone extramarital affairs.
No, we do not.
We shun it away.
We do
We
not.
rebuke it.
In the name of Jesus.
We are against it. We're not against rappers. We're not against rap, but we are against those cheaters.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
But we do enjoy a good story.
We love a good story. And it's the past.
Yeah,
It's
this is the past. So my mom basically gave me an ultimatum. I was 3 weeks away from graduation. She was like, look, you want to be with him? You're going to leave. If you stop messing with him, you can stay. She like put like a suitcase on the bed, and she was like, whatever you can fit, you can take it. I'm like, I'll take this lamp and I'll take this pillow.
you chose him.
So I left. Yeah.
Love is a powerful drug.
Yeah, I left. And we were together on and off for 10 years. We had 2 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
So
wasn't all the way a waste.
no, absolutely not. No. So he's in the program,
Okay.
I had I mean, it's only like grace and God and mercy that you're able to do things beyond your circumstances, because
Absolutely.
knowing where we came from, And there's nothing out there. I
Right.
mean, there's no detox centers. They have a little something, something now, but like back then, there's no detox centers. You know, we thought IOP was a STD. Like you didn't know what IOP was. We ain't never heard of that before. You know, like there's nothing out there that's productive or conducive to changing any bit of your way of life.
So what they got in Eunice?
Yeah.
I ain't hear nothing about you. I know Abbeville, they got something.
Oh, I think they might have one little meeting at 7:00. Two little
you
old
saw, okay.
men.
I thought you meant like treatment wise, but
Yeah,
like in the
two little old
rooms.
men like run
Okay.
away from their wives and drink coffee and don't even bring a big book, you know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like,
See,
yeah.
I don't want to be that sober guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to a meeting.
But there was just nothing, you know, there was just nothing. So it was a toxic relationship. And I'll be honest with you, I owed a lot of amends whenever I finally did get it together because there's something about my personality type that can be a bit intriguing and maybe make someone feel like something that should be scary isn't. And there were a lot of firsts for him on the strength of me. You
Yeah.
know, I don't think he would have ever done some of the scales of drugs that he did and gone to some of the places he'd have gone to had I not been around making it look so appealing. You know?
Yeah.
Behind every good dope head is a woman who gave him the bigger half of bigger half of the bag one time.
One time.
It was just once.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't have that story.
Yeah. So the relationship was toxic. You know, there's a lot of outside issues, children, all kind of crazy madness going on. And there was one point where my oldest, I think, was like 3 or 4. And I was pregnant for our youngest, and he ended up going to prison like 6 months after our youngest was born.
Mm.
And we weren't really together anymore, but I would go every weekend and I would bring our son to see him in prison
That's baby daddy.
so that he could know his kid and
Yeah,
so his kid
yeah.
could know him, you know, so Leighton could know him.
And you still actively using right now?
No, he's in the program. Y'all
No,
know.
No,
him.
I'm saying like
You.
when he
Oh,
went
me.
to jail, you
Oh,
going
me.
to see him every weekend with
Oh,
the kids.
yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Like
Yeah.
I'm to that point where like I know how to finesse things enough to never have to detox, and I can get it pretty much wholesale, and I got enough money to pay my bills. Because one thing I am proud of is I always had custody of my kids. I always had a house. I always had a car.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, and I mean that came with some help. That came with some help,
Not
you know.
me, man.
But
I can show you I slept in a denim outside multiple
yeah,
times.
always had those kids.
So
yeah.
to fast forward a little bit, when was your first experience to recovery? Is it the time you're sober
Oh
now?
yeah, I'm one and done.
We got another one and
Another
done.
unicorn.
I am
Wow.
one.
People don't go to treatment one time and get sober.
Yeah, I know that. I
We're,
mean, I've been around long.
we're out here killing it.
We
Hey,
can't.
look.
Where are we
Okay.
finding these
My
people?
kid's dad, he's one and done.
All right, we don't know him though.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Yeah.
do I?
Yeah, he's one and done. Yeah.
So
She said, "Yeah, you do."
let's talk about
What
some.
happens is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let's talk about some of the
Hit 'em up.
catalyst of events that led you to being at the point where you're like, something's got to give.
Okay, so I end that relationship. I get in another relationship. It's
Hell yeah.
super toxic. We've been together for 5 or 6 years. There's a lot of like verbal abuse and all the things, right? And then my mom and my dad, when I'm 33 years old, no, 30 years old, they divorce, which is like wild. Like no one in my family is divorced. Like my grandparents stay together. All my aunts and uncles are together. Like I've not seen divorce up and personal like that before. So my sister graduated from high school and my youngest, and I think when it was like a few months after she graduated, her and my mom, they moved out of the house. And my kids and I were staying there for a little while. And my dad kind of like got into this space where he wanted to do something different. So he opened a strip club. And
Talk about a midlife crisis.
yeah, he opened a strip club. Yeah.
Indeed.
So my dad and I ran this strip club for like 2 years.
Is his name Rick?
No, and it's not James either. No. We ran the strip club for like 2 years. And this is when things got really like, the train started to seriously derail,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm still stuck on the fact that this man
And if you'd
just
see
opened
him,
a strip club at what? I mean, so you said you were in your
he's
early
in his
30s.
50s.
So
When he
No, I
opened
wasn't
it
even
in
30
his
yet.
50s?
Yeah. He was in his 50s. I wasn't even 30
So
yet.
from oil to breast milk.
Yeah. So we opened this strip club, and, you know, he does all the paperwork, and I run the bar, and I'm the house mom, and, you know, I do all the inventory, and we
Y'all have to herd of the strippers? What you inventorying?
inventory the liquor.
There's a bar too.
Bro, I never ran a strip club, obviously.
Yeah, we
You've
opened
been
this
to
strip
one.
I know
club.
at a shoe store, you inventory the shoes. So a strip club, I'm
Yeah.
assuming you got, like, you branded numbers on the strip. It's like, all right, number one accounted for.
Oh my
All
god.
right, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and so there's all the nevers, right? You know, like I'll never do this, I'll never do that, and like that whole little issue of being proud to be a virgin for ever, and like hardly needing both hands or not even needing both hands. You know, you get around Lake Charles. I call Lake Charles Sodom and Gomorrah. I tell you what, it's the city that don't sleep. It's stripper sex, like I mean, casinos. Anything you can think of that could get you caught up in all the ways possible is happening in Lake Charles 24/7.
And I never see that in Lake Charles. Sally, shout out Sally. Sally from Lake Charles. Sally say Lake Charles get down.
That's Sodom and Gomorrah, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Lake
The bars don't close. The strip club, they close when the last person gets drug out.
It's because we be up there for work in our own little section.
Yeah, they
I ain't-
got buku casinos. I mean,
we
it's-
always stay at I think La Burge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So things started to kind of transition at that point. I'll
So
say.
you moved from where you was at and shot out to Lake Charles.
So I would go like back and forth.
Okay,
Sometimes I would
okay.
drive from Eunice to Lake Charles. I would live in the casinos, but it did eventually get to the point to where I was living in the hotels. I was living in the hotels in Lake Charles, and then I changed my geographics again. I made my way to Lafayette.
Okay.
So they used to have this little website that you could post on. And
Y'all know which website it is.
Hey, listen!
Y'all
Don't you
know-
act holier than
Yeah.
thou now, people.
if
You know what
if
Miss
you
Leila
wanted,
is talking
if
about.
you was a mattress actress,
A woman of the night.
This segment is brought to you by Get Going Transportation. If you're looking for reliable Medicaid transportation that's Service Central and Southern Louisiana, we got you covered. Give our guy Shake a call at 337-243-9007. I know some of y'all probably like, if it got 4 wheels, he gotta have more deals. Check it out. He got you covered. Non-emergency transport, doctor's appointments, airport and cruise transportation, dialysis treatment, dental appointments, private outings, weekend medical transportation, even a night out on the town. Like I said, if it got 4 wheels, he got other deals. Give our guy, your new guy, Shake Ryan at Get Going Transportation a call. His number again is 337-243-9007. Tell him your beautiful friends at Built by the Red Stick sent you.
yeah, woman of the night.
Ooh, a woman of the night, a little too hardcore.
Yeah.
So mama, real quick, mama watching. Mama, a woman of the night is just somebody who go outside and check their mail at night.
Say bird watch.
Listen, mama know.
She say bird watch.
Mama know. Yeah, that's what they're doing, all
Say
right?
bird watching.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So now by this point, like I've
Hold on.
graduated.
I'm sorry. It just she said mattress actress.
Oh, that's stole. Stole. I
Yeah.
promise you, you gonna hear that somewhere.
I mean,
don't know
I heard
if
it
it's gonna be-
somewhere.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if you gonna see me post it. I'm saying the episode.
Yeah.
Mattress actress.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
yeah. And look, that was a never for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like my thing was like, I will never. And I'm go ahead, just check off all the boxes. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So we fast forward to like 2 years into that game, and I'll tell you now, like, you want something to steal your soul?
I hear that a lot.
That website and that
Absolutely.
needle,
Yeah.
it'll take you. It's a 2-for-1. You know what I'm saying? It's like a blood oath with the devil. Like
Yeah.
it's wild the way you walk away from it because you don't walk away from it the same.
So
you
you
know?
said you made reference to a needle. So what have we transitioned to using at this point?
So I think at that point, I'm using heroin at this
Okay.
point. Yeah. So at that point, I think I've been IV using for 2 years, and I came to the Lafayette area, and I made a bunch of money, and I lived out of the hotels, and all was well and all was fine, and then one day. I don't know exactly what happened, but something happened with my vehicle situation, and I had never been without a car. And I had a homeboy, and I was hanging out with him, and we had gone to Lake Charles because he had, free rooms, and I didn't have what I typically would want. And somebody made some shake and bake in the backseat of the car, driving to Lake Charles on the interstate.
Ooh.
Yeah. And next thing I knew, I was up 3 days later, and he had left me there. He had left me at the casino. And when I tell you, my friend, like, he was as throwed off in the game as I was. So for him to leave me was like a broad statement.
Yeah.
I'm like, did he of all people, did
Right.
he really leave me?
She was wilding.
Like, I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. So not only did he leave me there, he left me there with every single thing I owned in an offshore duffel bag in a hotel room that my name wasn't on. So when I go to the front to get my stuff, they're like, well, sorry for your life. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, it's literally everything on. I have the same clothes on from 2 days ago, a pair of high heels, mascara all the way down to here, and I weigh like 97 pounds soaking wet. Like, this guy approaches me in the casino. He's like, you look like you're having a bad day.
You think?
No shit, Sherlock.
I'm like, bro, I smell like an ashtray. I feel stale. Like, a bad day is not even it. And he's like, you want to come with us? So I jump in the car with them, and next thing you know, I'm like 5 deep with these guys in Silsbee, Texas. We pull up in this trailer park, and the trailer we pull up to has an 18-wheeler motor hanging from 3 chains with 4 guys around it with headlights on in the daytime tinkering. And I was like, oh shit. No one knows where I am. I have no phone. I have no ID. I don't have shoes, and I might have gone too far this time. Like, I might have actually put myself in a bad situation, Like, literally, it hit me then.
You're about to end up in a crate on your way to Mexico.
And look,
Yes.
it's sex trafficked for sure.
yes.
And mind you, like, through the course of me wilding out and thugging and drugging, I can't bring to mind one time I ever feared dying or something really bad happening to me.
We almost welcome it though when we
me-
at a certain point.
For me, I was too manipulative for that shit. I was too
Yeah.
clever for that.
Yeah.
Like, I had seen myself talk my way out of too many. I should have gone to jail for a lot of things, and because like that's part of my story too. In 2012, man, I went to jail for 9 months for something I didn't even do, but I was around the right company to get caught up for it. Like. They're like, home invasion, 2 counts of armed robbery with a firearm, shots fired on the scene. I'm like, I was at Taco Bell. Like, what do you mean? Like, I was at Taco Bell,
Try to give me a Nacho Bell grind.
Yeah, I was like, what am I,
Yeah,
like the
bro.
Chalupa Bandit? Like, no, I was at Taco Bell. But there were so many dodged bullets. I had missed so many bullets. And for some reason, that scenery, when I pulled up, I was like, ooh, I think I might have messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I left the casino. I was only there with my friend. No one knew I was there.
Yeah.
I don't have any form of identification. I don't even know where Silsbee, Texas is,
Me either.
Where is it?
I would still.
Yeah, like when I pulled up,
I was
Yeah,
gonna
where is
ask,
it?
where is that
it's
at?
one trailer park with some 18-wheeler
Salisbury,
motors hanging in it.
Texas.
Yeah, Silsbee, I don't know.
It was about to sell a.
So we go in the trailer, and I'm detoxing at this point, and like the dude wants to help me out, but I don't want to help him out, so he's not helping me out. So we're
Yeah.
at an impasse.
Yeah.
And they had a girl that walked in. She's like 6'4", 230 pounds.
That wasn't a girl.
I'm like 5'2", 97.
I shouldn't have said that out loud. So,
And she's like, do you want to take a shower? And I was like, I would love to do that. And she hands me like her clothes to go take a shower.
6'4", 240.
She was huge, and I was.
Were
this
you
big.
not? You sure it was a.
I'm
Why you
positive.
saying it again,
I'm
Ronnie?
positive. Yeah. Like, why are we stressing that? Like,
6'4".
They have tall women.
plus the story's better when you exaggerate a little bit.
240.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so I go in the
That'd
bathroom.
be terrible.
This is the turning point that you asked me about.
Yeah.
I go in the bathroom, and I take a shower, and I get out of the shower, and I mean, of course, by sight, I am unrecognizable. I haven't looked like myself in a long time. But something in that moment, like, I looked in the mirror and I did not recognize my own eyes.
Absolutely.
I've been there.
It took me back so hard, and it gave me such an overwhelming feeling. Like, I knew, without a doubt, I knew I was either going to die or I was going to go to jail for a really long time. I knew it. It was like a voice louder than my own thoughts of like, you got to do something and you got to do it now.
Yep.
So, I walked out of that bathroom, and I walked up to that girl, and I was like, hey, you have a phone I can use? And she said, yeah. Now, mind you, I'm from Eunice. No one around me goes to treatment. I don't know anything about this. I've literally never even had it presented to me for me to know anything about it. And I went in the bathroom, and I typed in the Google search bar, how do you get help getting off of drugs?
Dang.
And a 1-800 number popped up. And I called it, and a human answered the phone. And the guy that answered the phone I mean, he dove right in it. Where are you? What's your drug of choice? How long you been using? Are you safe? Where you're at, do you know these people? How do you use? Do you have Medicaid? If you don't have Medicaid, give me your social security number. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plug it into our system. If you're not approved right now, we're going to figure out how to expedite it. Do you have family that still talks to you? Do you have somebody that you have enough courage to call right now? Like, he was on it. This dude on this 12-step hotline, for whatever number this was that I called, this dude saved my life.
Yeah.
So he said, do you have family? I said, yeah, I have a sister. He said, give me her phone number. And I was like, I was just like, I had just heard with someone else's voice and my body and head that I was going to die or go to prison forever. So I was just like, her number is, and I'm just like telling him anything he wants to know. I'm like, my eyes are blue, my toenails are long, like whatever he needed to know, I was willing to give it to him. And so he said, I want you to hang the phone up with me and I want you to call her and I want you to see if she can come and get you. He said, and if you don't call me back in 30 minutes, I'm going to call her and then I'm going to call you back. And I was like, okay. So I called her and she answered the phone and she was like, sister. And I was like, hey, what you doing? She was like, nothing. What are you doing? I said, oh, I'm at some friend's house in Silsbee, Texas. And she's like, you're in Texas? I'm in Texas. I said, shut up.
Did you know she was in Texas?
No idea she was in Texas. Damn. So she said, I'm leaving to go home tomorrow. I'll come pick you up. And I was like, okay, call me when you're 5 minutes away. And she was like, all right. I called the guy back.
You got the address, obviously, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So they wasn't like trying to hold you hostage. They was very...
no, baby. I was very demanding and needy. They did not want me to stay.
I was like, what about these dudes with
and
the 18-wheeler?
And I was not coming off nothing. So they didn't have money, or what I needed. So my sister calls me when she's 5 minutes out, and I'm like, hey, look, I got to be honest with you. I don't know these people. I met them yesterday, and I'm in real bad shape. And she was like, what the? Why didn't you tell me this last night? I said, fair, because you'd have tried to leave in the middle of the night. Yeah. Like, I could wait one more day,
Yeah.
So she pulls up, and I open the door, and she hits her knees on the porch. Because,
seeing you.
Oh, it
like,
was.
Yeah.
And when was the last time you had saw her?
Oh, it was probably like,
wow.
6 months, a year.
Oh, that's enough.
Enough, yeah.
3 months enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get in the car, and she's like crying, and she's like, oh my God, you're so small. And she was like, you stink. And why are your clothes so big?
Why you smell like engine oil?
So bad.
Yeah.
She takes me to her house, and by the time we even make it back to Louisiana, the guy's already called. And he's lining everything up for like detox and all the things. And the detox center that he was trying to send me to didn't have any open beds. So he was like, look, I'm going to need you to hold her down for like 7 days. So we get to her house, and she's like trying to make me comfortable, and we're like 2 days in, and I'm kicking hard.
Yeah.
And she walks in the room. Now, mind you, she just got accepted into college, and she just got her student loan money, like her grants. So she walks in the room, and I'm gray, and I'm thin, and I'm frail, and I don't smell bad anymore, but I look like I'm dying, so I probably look like I smell bad. And she's like, listen, I don't care what we have to do. I don't care where we have to go. I cannot watch you stay like this for 7 days. You got to call somebody, and you got to call them now. And I was like, Farrah, I don't want to use. And she was like, Leila, you're gray. And I said, if you take me to the hospital, they're not going to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, I'll make a deal with you. I said, I'll do just enough to not be sick, and you have to go in detoxing. And she was like, let's go make the calls now. So every day she took me to get what I needed, and I did just enough to not be sick. Dang. And like there was parts in the day where she'd look at me, and she's so cute. She'd be like, go dose. Like, go dose, So the night before detox comes, and I go in the bathroom, and I do my last shot, and I tell you, like, the feeling. I walked out, and I just got on my knees in the living room, and I was like, I'm never living like this again. She got on her knees with me. We cried, and she took me to detox the next day. Now, mind you, detox was in a psych ward, and they didn't want to tell me that. I was like, why don't I have shoelaces? And then we got there, and I was like, okay, I mean, it's whatever. Like, I'm not really wrapped tight anyway, so it is what it is, I mean, let me see the psychiatrist. It's fine. So,
where was it?
So it was in Lafayette. I think the name of it was, God, I can't remember the name of it. I had a chapstick from there for like 5 years.
It wouldn't be new.
No. They had originally tried to send me one place, and they couldn't take me, and that's when we went home, and we had to wait 7 days. And so the psych wards, they asked.
Acadiana Cares.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm there 13 days. I gained 12 pounds in 13 days. On the 10th day, they pull me into the
Discharge.
No, it's the person who helps you find where you're gonna go next. I forget what the title of
Social worker?
the social worker's office. And she says, "So where you want to go?" I said, "Ma'am,
I don't know.
like, are you kidding me? I'm in a psych ward right now.
Right.
Like, I don't think you need to be asking me to make any major decisions. Like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go back to the streets, and I don't want the dope man to know where I am. That's all I know, you know?" So she was like, "All right, give me a few minutes." 30 minutes later, she comes back. She hands me a number. She says, "I need you to go call this number." I call the number. The person that answers the phone, I immediately recognize their voice. And can I say names?
I mean,
That's up to you.
That's up to
I mean,
you.
it's up to
So in high school, childhood friend, his name's Clint.
you. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
Clint over the phone.
Yeah, we all
And
know Clint.
and he was like, "Layla?" And I was like, "Clint?" And I just slid down the wall because I can't tell you that, like, I have never struggled with God. I always kind of felt like I just did too much and he couldn't see me.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I'm like, "Oh, he sees me.
Yeah.
Like, God sees me right now."
Yep.
And he was like, "Listen, they called. They said there were 7 people that needed beds. I was putting their names on the waiting list. They said your name, and I told them, we can't take nobody, but we taking her." And so 3 days later, I was in treatment. Very first day in treatment, I meet Michael. He does my intake.
Did I really?
Did you really? You did my intake?
I did not know this.
Yeah. So my original big book has the spiritual principles on the side of it, and you taught education that day.
That's
That's
crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
Chill
So that
bumps.
was at Ethel.
That was an ethical.
Yeah.
I'm getting chill bumps. You
So
probably
I
should
go
see
into
me.
his little intake office. And he's like, "All right, where you from? All right, what you got going on?"
You sound
He's
like,
like,
oh,
"What you got going on?" And then, like, I start telling him about weed, and he was like, "Okay, we're gonna skip through that. Like, why are you here?" You know?
That's fucking wild.
Yeah,
crazy.
I was the last.
Didn't know this.
I was the last group that went through. When I got out, you went to the Grove.
Okay.
Yeah, I was the last one.
so
Like,
I was young Mike.
I mean, he was
Asshole.
he said a lot of stuff with his chest, but I mean, it's okay, I guess, you know.
What that mean? What that mean for the chat? Chat want to know. The chat wanna
I
know.
mean,
Say it with your chest.
I was sitting across from him in intake, and I was a little bit taken back at how aggressively he was asking me those questions.
So he
I
ain't
could-
like that no more though.
it was
bro.
the end of the day, and he was ready to be done with the day, and I could tell.
That's fucking
And he don't
wild.
like psych ward people. So
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
He's
I'm
like,
just
"Look, all
playing.
this medication they sent her with. It's
Just
about to be a
playing.
problem.
Take these
It's
psych
about to
ward
be a
patients.
problem."
We love everybody here built by the rest.
So look, I'm gonna tell you, my first experience in recovery, well, in treatment, only experience in treatment looked a little something like this. They put you on the front row, they call you out, they say all these things to you. You know, I'm the type of person you can't hit me with any kind of fluff because I'm gonna mess you over.
Yeah.
And when I saw that y'all were saying some stuff that not only correlated with how I thought, but things I had done, I was like, okay, maybe I might know something over here. You know what I'm saying? I
FCC.
know.
No,
I
no,
know a
no.
little something. No, it's education.
Education.
Yeah, they pull you in there and they start breaking down the literature to you in such a way that, like, you could be a third grader and understand what's going on, but they're talking to you like you're from the streets.
Yeah.
You know, they're not sugarcoating it.
Yeah.
It was,
And
it was
so-
probably Kevin, Corey,
And
me.
you.
See,
Yeah.
I came up under his education.
Yeah.
When I got sold.
Yeah.
Like, my principles, my original book has my that day you were like,
Yeah.
write them now, you know, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we writing them. We writing, my guy, you know.
That's fine. You really
Yeah,
at you, bro.
yeah.
Look at the gift that my dog out here in chat.
Okay, but this isn't about him.
Are you
No.
right? You right. What? Blazing.
No, I'm just joking.
I'm blazing. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're right. Like, shucks.
joking. I was joking. Yeah, so they put you in the front, but you know, I made it my business after that I was gonna sit on the end as close to the front as possible.
Absolutely.
And like I have an
So I did
intense
the sa- I did
I
the
have an intense
same
way
thing.
about me when I want to know something or when I'm interested in something or when I become passionate about something and I don't care about nothing and nobody around me, I'm gonna hone in. You know,
Yep.
I'm gonna lock in. I
Yep.
got sold out immediately. I was one of the people that they chose to go to like the Unity.
Yeah.
And you know, I saw some things happen in that room that like I knew was like of God. Like there
Yeah.
was no other
This
way to
is where I
describe
wanna
it.
be.
Yep.
Yeah, there was no other way to describe it. So, you know, I made a vow to myself right then and there. Like these people were talking about, hey, living sober, living for a year, because if you want to get your kids back or you want to have a foundation, like it's going to take a year of you like working some of this bullshit out of you for you to really figure it out.
Yep.
So I did that. I made a vow and I oathed to stay in sober living a year, and I did. And I did some amazing things my first year in recovery because my kid's dad wasn't sober, but he lived with his dad who helped him take care of the kids. And so they were safe and they were good and they were taken care of. The hardest thing I've ever had to do is be sober, be emotionally aware, be responsible and accountable for my feelings and still not be taking care of my kids.
Especially when that's been like your pride the whole time. Like even through all this bullshit
I'm
I'm
like,
doing in
bruh,
life, I'm taking.
Like, I don't even have these children. Like, I had a moment when I was in sober living where I was like rocking on the floor and I was like, dude, I'm not even a mom. And Jamie came and sat with me and she like grabbed me and she was like, you might not be parenting them kids every day, but you are a mom. You're doing what it takes right now. You're doing what matters. You're laying it out just the way it needs to be laid out so that you don't have to ever do this again, you know? So the kids would come and see me, and we did the holidays that first year. In the sober community,
Yeah.
I started an all women's meeting in my sober living house, and like the community around me not only started to flourish and grow, but women started to have their voice in a way that they didn't have to feel intimidated by being in the same room with men.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I had a service commitment every Friday. I carried the message, and I sponsored a lot of girls, and I believed in
You
the
could tell she love
education.
that shit.
Yeah,
she
you
get
can hear
hyped
it.
up.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that shit.
Yeah. The educations and the big book studies and the 12 and 12s were like where I was at because I didn't mind an open discussion meeting, but at the same time, like, I'm like, where's the solution? And I know if I go in these variants of meetings, I'm going to find the solution. I'm going to hear the solution. So,
Man.
Well, so what, of course, platform of overcoming adversity and really highlighting the special things that we do when we get our shit together. We made reference to it. So you've got some really cool shit going on in life now. 8 years removed from your last drink and drug, and being aware that it can come back at any time. And like Ronnie said, being active in the community,
yeah, for sure.
being active with like, we talked about it with Janie, who was on a couple episodes before. Y'all's women's community is powerful, and y'all done a lot to build that up, and it's one of the cool things in Baton Rouge and surrounding areas, AA and everything. So what is life taking on now? What's the good stuff now? Let's hype up the business.
Let's do that. Yeah, let's do
hype up
that.
the business.
One thing I do
already
want to
know
say
bitch, you
before we
better
move through that, though, is because it's a big part of my story, is that 13 months sober, I was able to 12-step my kid's dad.
Oh.
And in 12-stepping my kid's dad, he not only came into our fellowship and came into our community, but he became like an active member. And my
That's
kids
fire.
today have 2 sober parents.
That's fire.
So
That's
recovery didn't
fire.
just give me my life back. It gave me a perspective on like a person whom I felt had harmed me in the past, to go to them and to make amends for what it was I had done wrong to them, because I'd character assassinated this person. I'd done a lot, and offer them the hand to AA, and here we are, But to what you were saying, so the only membership requirement for our female fellowship is you have to be a girl's girl. You can't be a hater, okay?
Gotta be
Because
a
we do.
girl's girl.
You got to
What?
be a girl's
Can't be a
girl.
hater.
Yeah, you got to be a
No,
girl's girl.
No, you can't. They don't want each other clicking up and bashing each other.
No, we pour life.
Women.
I'm talking about the women.
Something else. Thank you for clearing that.
The only requirement for membership with the women that I run with is to be a girl's girl.
That's
We
fine.
hype each other up. We pour life into each other. We're in the valleys and the hills with each other. We don't abandon each other whenever wreckage hits the shore. Like, that's the type of people that
Yes,
we are.
Lord.
And I
You
see
know?
y'all on Facebook. Y'all tight. We was
Yeah,
just
we
like,
are.
man,
Hey,
like,
and
nah,
look,
that-
and it's
that-
not
that's a good
exclusive
look.
either. It's not exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's inclusive. Like,
Yeah.
the room is broad, the road is wide. Like, it's that
Okay.
type of vibe. So speaking of that, there's been dry moments through the course of 8 years.
Of course.
And like the basics is what I'm always going to go back to. You know what I'm saying? There's something about pen to paper, it's action and writing, there's power in it. There's something about basic prayer. There's something about getting with another person who might have a stronger suit than you do, like looking at the truth on paper. Or, they might pray a little more prevalently than you do. Like whatever it is, utilizing the people around you, because they say like the fundamental idea of God is in everybody, and I feel like we see God in the face of others.
And we are an accumulation of the company in which we keep.
Absolutely,
right?
100%.
Like, unfortunately, if you hang out with a bunch of you talked about it, right? Running the roads, Lake Charles, all of this thing, you got hemmed up on a charge that you didn't even do. But
Yeah.
that's the company in which you kept
100%.
that made it look like
I'll tell you
could've
right now, I
done it.
also stayed sober through some moments that I probably could have because of who I was around.
Exactly.
You know?
Absolutely.
I was hemmed up with them, and they weren't in the same season as me,
Yeah.
and there was something about what they had going on that overflowed onto me.
Yep.
So today I've got 2 successful kids. Like one of my kids works in HVAC, and he's like got a company vehicle. They've got their own house.
Oh.
Another one of my kids works in fiber optics, and like they make good money, and like they're really doing well in life. And I can only take so much credit for that because they went through the muck with me, but at the same time, they got to experience firsthand how it works in such a way that they know how to endure hard times. You know what I'm saying?
Bless you.
These kids, God bless you. These kids, they persevered right alongside with us, me and their dad. You know, and I have this band of like beautiful, amazing friends. Like, bro, we take trips, we do things with our children, like tan lines, like I mean, all the things. You know what I'm saying? All the things. Like, it's fun. It's all good. Life is really good. So Janie and I just opened a business, and the name of it is
Aaron Grace.
Yeah, Aaron Grace by Lou and Lay.
Show up.
You know,
So it's a balloon arch business. It's an event planning business. We actually have an event that's coming up on the 23rd. It's going to be on Lockhart Road.
Okay.
It starts at 11 o'clock.
I
It's
think I
like
seen
a,
Janie post that.
yeah, it
yeah,
starts
yeah.
at 11 o'clock. There's going to be a lot of vendors out there, fun jump, face painting, music. We have a friend who's doing a rebranding. And, you know, we're gonna have a giveaway. We're going to have a raffle and a giveaway for like a free little setup. Like, it's good stuff, you know.
That's fine. So what does your business entail? Like, what y'all?
So it's balloon arches, event planning. To be honest with you, we're not even really going to put it in a box because if
allow it to grow.
we can get our hands on it, we're going to make it happen,
Yeah,
you know?
find the
Yeah.
lane and whatever
And so,
you see works.
where can
yeah.
people find y'all at?
Yeah.
So we have a Facebook page, Aaron Grace Company, and then we have our email, you know, Aaron Grace.
Well, you got to give you the email.
Yeah, you got to give the.
Aaron Grace Company.com.
That's the website.
At gmail.com.
At Gmail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aaron Grace Company at gmail.com.
There you go.
And
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
link it in the description
Put it
so
in
y'all
the
can
description.
find them.
Yeah.
And so, you know, people who we always like to make sure that, and if you're comfortable, which we know you are,
Yeah.
if people who are hearing this right now, who've been there, maybe they're going through that dry spell and they're like, man, I want to link up with her and her crew, or maybe they're not in a dry spell, they're actively using. How can people find you, you know, personally to reach out if they want some help?
Well, I mean, so here's the thing, you know, like I don't have any monopoly on what it looks like to be able to get well, nor do I have any monopoly on what it looks like to be sick. I do have experience. And in the experience
Shit.
and in the experience that I have, if you struggle, you go places where you can find relief. And I mean, like, we have a women's meeting on Monday night, and you know, we're there, and we're not only there singularly, we're there collectively. And I think that I'm not a unicorn. You know, I got the same opportunities everybody else got, but if you want to do the work, and if you want to know what the book says, and if you want to know what the promises look like, it's available to you as much as it was to me.
Yeah.
You know, I believe so wholeheartedly in the rejuvenation of life and the opportunity for your life to be set back on its feet. And I don't think I'm a firm believer in it doesn't matter how far down the scale you go. You know,
Absolutely.
I can't even use both hands now for how many times I allowed my body to be at the disposal of another person.
Right.
I can't even, there's not really anything I can check off the list of poison that I put inside of my body. And I can't even really tell you anywhere that I didn't. I mean, I could find Martin Luther King in any city. My car would just automatically go there. Like, it was crazy.
Hood got a Martin
You know what I'm
Luther King.
saying? Like, I would always end up on MLK somewhere. But the point is that life looked like that because I was doing a certain set of things, and this life looks like this because I'm doing a certain set of things.
Absolutely.
And you know, we have websites and forums, and we have conventions, and there's so many boards, and you can get on board. It's not just me, but if you want to find me, you're gonna find me somewhere around the solution.
Hell yeah.
Yo, talk.
So, first, we really appreciate you coming and sharing with us.
Favorite time.
But we have got to Ronnie's least favorite time of the episode.
So I just checked the chat.
Okay.
The chat want to know what happened to the strip club with you and your dad.
It burned down in 2020 during COVID.
All right, man. That's what it is.
Yeah. We had parted with, side note, I mean, little funny story. I got sober, a year sober, and my dad was like, hey, will you come running with me again? And in sobriety, we ran that thing for about a year.
So how's Pops doing now?
He's good, man.
Good.
He's
They-
on a
so they
golf
proud of
tour
you?
right now. He's like
It's my
Yeah.
time.
What type of people go on golf tours?
Me.
retired people.
You,
Oh.
you in that company? You in that
I like
company?
golf.
You in that, you in
No,
that
I'm
company?
not.
Nah, you said it. You
No,
said
I'm
it
not.
right.
No, I'm not. We've come,
Pops is doing good.
That's good.
we've come to your least favorite time.
I hate it.
I know you do.
Do we have to go?
We have to go.
My out of body experience is over. Miss Leila Koubi, thank you so much for blessing us on our platform, sharing your powerful testimony, your return to grace.
See what you did there.
Uh-huh.
See what you did there.
It was natural.
My guy. My freaking
So-
guy.
Just figured out the name.
That's it. That's it, bro. Hey, but no, truly, remarkable to hear that, and and where you came
Absolutely.
from and where you, and I never would have thought in a million years that's what you was finna sit here and share. And I'm sure we have a bunch of listeners and viewers right now that needed to hear that, and they appreciate you.
Glad to be here.
As always, now new always, y'all can reach us on builtbytheredstick.com if you want to be a guest on the show, or if
website.
you need help and you're struggling. You can reach us on Built by the Red Stick Facebook page if you need help or you're struggling. You can reach me, Ronnie LeDuff, on Facebook, or you can reach him, Michael Axelrod Oakley, on Facebook. If you're struggling with drug or alcohol, mental health struggles, you need somebody to talk to, you need some direction, you need some mentor, please reach out to us.
We got resources.
We got
Use
so
them.
many resources, and we just added a new fire, powerful female dynamic to the team.
Holla.
We do this every week for y'all. Like, our common goal, our main goal is to help people just like us. As always, we'll be back at the same time, at the same place, with the same producer. Built by the Red Stick, built by adversity, led by courage.
We love y'all.
Built by the Red Stick, you can't tell me nothing. Built by adversity, led by courage. Everybody doubted me, now everybody proud of me. I swear to God, I'm bound to be everything I wanna be. Built by the Red Stick, you can't tell me nothing. Built by adversity, led by courage. Everybody doubted me, now everybody proud of me. I swear to God, I'm bound to be everything I wanna be.
Yes, they have.
You believe in God?
Yes, I do.
But you here to tell your testimony, God believe in you. Yes, sir. I'ma live my truth to the dirt. I'ma live my truth till it hurt. I'm elevating, and it's all because I'm putting me first. And every word in this verse, I done lived it. Built by the Red Stick, where ain't no forgiveness. Quitting is forbidden, hard times is promise. Swallow my pride, pray to God don't vomit. Quitting is forbidden, hard times is promise. Swallow my pride, pray to God don't vomit. Built by the Red Stick, times is trying times, I'ma make it